Started off front, then we start fucking. Ended up distant, then we said fuck it. Heard it from the horse, you was sad to see me sad, but you had to be a killer, it was sad to see you mad. Stuck me in the center, stabbed me like a steak. Irritated grief, it's like you laughing in my face. Your mama said you always had a thing with being fake, but she ain't tell a nigga you was great. Addict, daddy on the road, mama working late. She hit a nigga celly about 12:48. Told me to come over and was sorry, but to say I ain't a sucker for believing what she say is passive, massively confused. Like, could this be the answer to this question I abuse? My brain would never ask it. I wanna hit her with the magic word, but something telling me that she gon' send me to the curb. But fuck it, do you love me?
What is this that we got going on? Am I gonna have you for myself? Tell me I'm the only one you want. Will you catch me if I'm falling? Let me down when I need you most. Do you love me and care for me, girl? Or is she just a regular?
Baby, do you love me? Do you believe in love things? Or is it some punk shit? Is it this feeling you can't handle? Like, is it a great battle? You keep bent down, that's dumb weak. Baby, you missing out on life, missing out on art. Trying to figure out if you want me. Ironic, I'll never say it, I'll never overplay it. It's all about the game, I'm up 3. When I figured out that you be thinking about my penis late night, I'ma use her as she does me for 2. I get the fucking like we had a wedding last night. Now you can be the lame, it was me. You can be the bitch that got a nigga cause you think it feels sane. But you can call me when he dumb sleep, I'ma put it down. Old school 15 rounds. Now all you gotta tell me is one thing. Baby, do you love me?
What is this that we got going on? Am I gonna have you for myself? Tell me I'm the only one you want. Will you catch me if I'm falling? Let me down when I need you most. Will you love me and care for me, girl? Or is she just a regular hoe? Mommy, don't be mad at my actions and all these questions I'm asking because I'm trying to get to know. Is she just a regular hoe? Mommy, don't be mad at my actions and all these questions I'm asking because I'm trying to get to know. Is she just a regular hoe?
Don't let Chosen King, Marco, or Rob get y'all confused about their reenactment. That mess they did ain't got nothing to do with the death of Kanika Jenkins. That mess they went and did in that hotel, don't let them be using that word reenactment and get y'all to think that's the reenactment. And cause this is how they finna be trying to lie. Rob voices in the original footage that came from, no, let me rephrase that. That laugh Rob has is in the original footage that come from Facebook. This ain't no after YouTube shit. Ain't no dubbing in his voice after this video was played on Facebook. Ty's video and Irene's video is just like it is right now on any video that say 1 year old is the original shit, and that laugh and his name is being called out. Now, if you go back and look at my video and said somebody said his name, you sit there and see. I don't know why ain't nobody else didn't heard it. I heard it 5 months ago when I said I got the ham and the burger, the Kool-Aid and the sugar. You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant by that right there. You know, I had what everybody was looking for. They trying to blame him. Now he trying to get it off of there because of that reason. You know what I'm saying, man? The motherfuckers know something about that shit, man. They right there in Chicago telling you moving and grooving. They moving and grooving and know all this and gangster this and this and that. And they don't know what took place about the Crown Plaza and all that stuff is going to take place. But now they do after the fact. It's just like Logic. He don't know nothing that's going to happen beforehand. but can sit there and break down everything after it happened, even all the way to this copyright and stuff. Trademark for dummies and stuff like that. But you couldn't do none of this or predict none of this beforehand. But soon as somebody do it, you know all the answers, how they did it, this how you go do it, you professional in this, it's nothing, it's mediocre. Then won't you go ahead and predict what's the next dumb thing that's gonna happen over here in this community, and go ahead and goddamn do a tutorial on how to goddamn handle it. Man, these motherfuckers retarded, man. These motherfuckers out here retarded. They got something to do with it. This shit got something to do with motherfucking dog fight. This motherfucker most definitely got something to do with pit bull fighting on my mama. And it got something to do with molesting of some kids and being recorded on my mama. And it's some people that's from YouTube world and people that's famous with money in the entertainment business that's mixed in with this shit of doing dumb shit over these years, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But don't let Chosen be over there trying to keep saying some goddamn reenactment. And they sit there and try to get it fucked up. That's the reenactment. And then Rob want to say, goddamn, they dubbed his voice in there. So he automatically saying that's his voice. So if he's saying that's his laugh automatically, that shit wasn't dubbed in there from no YouTube. That shit come from Facebook, the original shit, the video that's under there covered up, the crime being taking place. His voice is in the video. Just think about everything Rob talking about. He talk about all the fucking crimes, all this moving group Chicago. He the motherfucking boss, so he didn't know nothing about what was going to take place in Rosemont and planning of the killing of Kanika Jenkins and having something to do with it whenever it happened at the Crown Plaza, or if it happened on the video up under it and all this and all that. If he the boss of Chicago, hello. This man not gonna tell you he the boss of Chicago and he don't know what took place in Rosemont with Kanika. Even with the setup of her over 2 years ago, set her up. Come on now, y'all. Don't be stupid. These folks come with all this information. Whoever put out she was beaten and all this and all that, who the fuck said that? This girl was found in the freezer. Where this bullshit come from that she was beaten and raped and choked and video recorded? Where did that dumb shit come from just because she was found in the freezer? Because they said she walked in there. Where all this other dumbass narrative shit come from? Okay, now check it out. Why ain't nobody debunking me? Because it's crazy. All the crazy narrative that these motherfuckers then came up with and said, I've been finding these characters in this footage doing it or it getting happening too. It been done to. Either they doing it or it been done to. All these characters in these outfits that these people are actually wearing. So, you know, that's why nobody fuck with me. They try to sit there for that minute. Get away from here. Leave me alone. Get away from my chat. I don't like you. But you got everybody else talking about you and dogging you out. But I come over there. I don't like him. Get out of my chat. What you so weak for? What did I do that's so wrong to these motherfuckers? Huh? See through the goddamn footage too goddamn righteously? I'm seeing what's covered up because I got some more coming. I'm just driving down the street. So I'm finna go get me some eat little snacks stuff. I already ate this damn slice of pizza, right? I even let Chosen know that right now. Shit, I eat a slice of pizza while you over there slicing. I went and got that big ass. My daughter was going to Sam's Club. She told me to bring me one of them big ass pieces of cheese. Pepperoni pieces out of there. Big slice, big dumb slice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that is with that. And shit, I'm finna go in here right now and shit, I'm finna go get me something else to eat. Put this gas in here. I'm finna go get me something else to eat. Give me some chicken, some pie, some all that, right? And once I get home and sit down, I was just checking something out that I think I seen a long time ago. And then I'm just paying attention to what these people talking about. Check it out. When I get home, I'm finna show you. I'm finna show some stuff. Who the singer? Hey, how you doing? Miss Sandra, how you doing? I'm doing well. Yeah, yeah, they are. They are. They combine. They are. They are. They combine, and it's all. Hey, I'm gonna be right back. Let me get this gas. attention to that shit. I hate that shit. Let's spill some damn gas. Can't stand this shit. Yeah, so, man, so, I wish I was, what am I doing at the top to this? I wish, I was at home so I could be showing the stuff, but I'm gonna have to wait till I get there, though. So what I'm probably do is, yeah, I wanted to make that live so that'll be out there. I don't need nobody mixing up him saying, reenactment over there. They reenactment. They reenactment and what Chosen Kingdom did ain't got shit to do with that original Ties video. So don't let them be over there talking that shit and trying to get people confused. Cause I see what they doing. And that shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work. Fuck that shit. They on some bullshit. That shit ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna pull that off on us. Fuck that shit. That's some bullshit they talking about. We ain't falling for that. I don't want to. They keep talking about some reenactment. No. Chosen Kingdom ain't got nothing to do with no damn reenactment. Shit they did is mess they did on their own. It ain't got nothing to do with that original footage being out. Rob was a part of that original Chicago shit. Rob voice is inside that video from some shit they done. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. His laugh is in there and his name is said in there. And this is what I want you to do, Sandra, if you still here, Sandra. I already did the video and I said the nigga said his name. But if you want to go check for yourself, go to anybody's video. Because the only video it would have been dubbed in is the video he wanted to say Chosen King did. And then that'd just be the one video. Once they tried to say they dubbed his voice in that video, that's the reenactment they did, which ain't got nothing to do with the goddamn case. See what I'm saying? And so once he knew people was gonna find that out in the original Ties video, he wanted to try to mix it in. Oh, they dubbed in my voice, dude. No. Your voice and your name being said in that video is in everybody's original video that come from Facebook. That when it got to YouTube. Come on now. So, you know, don't let them fool you. Just don't let them fool you. And I got to be the one to put that out here. I can't let that be said and don't at least have this on record. That, no, that reenactment they over there talking about ain't got shit to do with the case. That's they shit. And about time Rob wanted to say his voice was dubbed into them videos is once after they made they Crown Plaza video. That's when he wanted to get to hollering his voice was dubbed in there. So that's where they want to try to confuse you. They dubbed my voice in there. No, you didn't start saying that till after y'all made y'all video. Y'all video at Crown Plaza calling it a reenactment. That's when he wanted to get to hollering about his voice was dubbed in there. That voice of that laugh was in that video from Facebook on the September the 8th, spilt over into YouTube on the 9th and 10th and all that shit from that forth on. nobody even knew about Rob. And that voice, that laugh, and then that and his name being said is in that video from way back then. Nobody even knew who the fuck Rob was before Chosen King came on here and tried to slice anybody about break any kind of thing down to reality. Ain't nobody knew nothing about what they talking about. So ain't none of that jumping off. Hey, they can't come over here with none of that old trying to switcheroo footage shit. They can get on somewhere with that. We woke way past that little simple ass shit they trying to pull. They trying to pull some okie doke. I don't think so. They can cut that shit out. They can cut that shit out. They can cut that shit out. I'm able to read these. I'm ready to read stuff in here. Let me get on. Let me go on board and me back. I really just wanted a piece, but I'm gonna get some taken to the crib. Get some honey in here.
Yeah, honey and alcohol.
All right, appreciate it, homie. Really have to ask for stuff. Cool. Yeah, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, saying, what's up, though, boy? Ain't seen you in a hot minute. What you been up to? Man, there's so much stuff, man. There's some stuff I could be doing, too. It's like, man, there's so much. It's like, I wish I did have that team put back together, right? If I could just put it back together how it should have been, man, so we can cover a lot of ground under my name. I guess I need to be trying to trademark my shit. I guess I'm gonna have to go home now and get online and get to doing my shit before they get it. But it don't matter. Team footage can be for the whole KJ community. It ain't got to be about me. It's what was collected for this case. But Rob put himself up under a microscope. Jeffrey McCray. And bullshit you not. Hey, his laugh and his name. Oh, I said I was gonna tell you where it says his name at. Right when it say right before it say the big B's. When she say booty gang, and then it say and Rob or whatever, and when you're looking at the video, you will see where they spliced the video, and you will see where it turned green right there. After they say that, it's like they wanted to try to catch it and take certain stuff out after that because people got to saying people's names, and they messed up and left that part in. And so when they say that, and it's kind of looking up at Ty and Tenacia, it's gonna say something like you would kind of be looking up at Ty's shirt, and it might say like booty gang whatever, and then it's gonna say and Rob, it's gonna say Rob, and then you're gonna see a flash of green up and down the right hand side of the screen, and then that's where you need to go ahead and go back and rewind it right there. It's like at around 1 minute, and I be usually start. You can start at like 1 minute and 47 seconds. It don't say it till like 1:55, like between 1:55 and 1:58 is where you hear it say Rob. Now if you go back to like 1:48, 1:47, like just for sure, like 1:47, and if you want to be for sure, go back to 1:44. You don't want to go back too far because you'll lose sight of it, but you'll hear his laugh. When you hear that laugh, you can go to the last part of that laugh where you hear him do the hiccup part like the last 2 times, because it hiccup like 3 times, then it pause real quick for a millisecond, and then it hiccup again like that laugh like 2 more times, and then there's some girls talking, and then she say la 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 booty gang and Rob, and just like that, and you rewind it. So if you go from like 1:47 to like around 1:57, from 1:47 to 1:57, you're going to hear him laugh, and you're going to hear his name called out right there. And I've been knowing this for like 5 months. And these motherfuckers, they was fighting these dogs. And that's why I say some of these YouTubers, they know, because they was there, they traveled there fighting these dogs, big time money. 10,000, 15,000 on a dog. My dog, shit, I got 15,000. My dog, I got 15,000. Then they homeboys got 2,000, 3,000, hit 5,000 side bets to where, you know, 50, 60, $70,000 be on the line. These two dogs finna fight to the end. They done raised these dogs for 2, 3 years. You know, these dogs maybe 2, 3 years old. They ain't gonna let a dog 5, 6 years old fight to the death. That dog done got kind of older. You know, that dog might have been whooping dogs and killing dogs itself. Cause my homeboy had a dog. Shit, that dog was killing dogs up to that dog was. You know, dogs like that, they don't live long. That dog probably only lived a short life of like 7 years. That motherfucker probably killed over 7 dogs. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was out of there. That motherfucking dog, shit. That was like a dog like no other, a female like no. And it come from a bloodline of killers to where these guys bred these dogs like this. And this was up here. This ain't even my down south Alabama talking about the dog. This once I came up here and got into these motherfuckers who got these dogs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought some dogs from Alabama up here. A female was jet black. She was a Kobe. Her name was Bama. And I had a boy, Brenda, with his ears cut. His name was Mac. Macadamia nut. Called him Mac for short. Swole as hell. Dude stuck his dog on my dog. His dog was 3 years old. My dog was number 6 months old when I brought. I had him from when he was eight weeks old. He was 6 months. They were like, man, that dog about 5 years old. I mean, look at his nuts. And they looked at him and seen he had some little bitty small ass nuts. And realized my dog was a goddamn puppy. And they let their dogs loose on my dogs, man. My dog went through hell, man. And then the police end up taking him and putting him to sleep. Man, my dog only lived to be, man, shit, 6, 7 months. Man, my dog went through hell, man, all because he was big. All because he was big. He was the runt. He was the runt of it. And he ended up turning out to be the biggest dog. But he wasn't the boy dog, but he wasn't the meanest out the litter. He was real big, but he wasn't the meanest. But I like that. As old as he got meaner. But yeah, I didn't have, he had to be gone by the time he was, yeah. Man, my dog wasn't even a year old. Man, I miss my dog, man. They did me wrong when I first got up here. I'm telling you, man, I got a whole little story, man. A life story moving up here to Illinois, man. Even mixing in going to Chicago, man. Being in Chicago a lot, man. I got some tales, but yeah. You know what? Man, I want to eat my food up here. I don't know I'm going to come back on. I'm going to come back on later. I'm going to come back on within an hour, about 30, 40 minutes with a different title. And I'm finna show some stuff. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to let this one in. I'm going to let this one ride out, Sangin' Dope Boy. I'm going to come back in about a good 30 minutes. And just peak game when I come back. All right.